control that temper. I think I'm going to let this sink down a little bit before we continue. Did you know that controlling your temper will get you ahead of 90% of people? Yes, you heard me right. 90% of people. I have been on the street most of the time, and trust me, I have seen the way people act and react to things and situations. And I say, oh my God, if this world continue like this, we are going to constantly be in chaos, and it's going to reach a point that people will become so uncontrollable. But if you can be able to keep your temper, your anger in check, believe me when I say that you will be able to go so far in life, and you will be ahead of so many people. I have seen people who have built empire, who have spent years building empire, building businesses, building things, but guess what? It only takes them 1 minute or some seconds to break all of those things down. Do you know why? Because they couldn't control themselves. They couldn't control their temper. They couldn't control themselves. As I was trying to put this topic together, I made some of my research, right? And I have seen, I'm not going to mention names. Go and make your own research yourself, okay? I saw a lot of great people who I grew up loving. No wonder of recent I keep asking myself, where is this person? Where is this person? Where is this person? They're nowhere to be found. These are people who I grew up, watching them, and I love them, and right now their names has gone under the radar. And I just found out that because they had tempers that they were not able to put in check. Listen, your temper is one thing that is going to make you or marry you. Believe me on this. I grew up as someone who had, I won't say temper, because I was a stammerer, right? I grew up with stammering, with someone who, I stammer a lot when I was growing up. And because of that, when you stammer a lot, and maybe when you get into an altercation with someone, before you can say one speech, they have said thousands of speech, right? So because of that, I cry. And not just that I cry, before I talk, I raise my voice so loud that my parents thought I had a hot temper. Like almost everybody around me thought, because I had hot temper. I can remember vividly my parents saying that I behave like a lion because of the way I roar, and I get so angry easily. And I always explain to them, I don't get angry easily. What happens is that I stammer, and before I can say one, maybe the other person have already said 10. So I try to get words out, but they've mistaken it for me having a temper. Well, I said, if they see that as a temper, then maybe I'll just stop talking. And because of that, when issue arise or anything happen, I don't talk. Like when they even want to ask for my opinion, I said, if my opinion comes off as being an angry person or a hot-tempered person, then there is no need airing my opinion, right? Then I stop airing my opinion. Like when they ask me, I'll just be silent, I'll just be quiet, I'll just ignore everything. But on the flip side of everything, me keeping quiet to things has helped me, not just to develop to the person I am today, but it has helped me save a lot of relationship, and it has helped me go from this person who is trying to explain herself and everybody thought she has hot temper, to this person who everybody now thinks she is calm, she is quiet, and she is collected. Believe me when I say that it's not everything you need to answer to. It's not everything you want to explain yourself. I know we human beings, we people, right? We have this urge to want to explain ourselves. We have this urge to want to say things so that people will see our other side of the story. But listen, darling, people don't need to hear your other side of the story. See, you don't need to defend yourself. You don't need it. Along the line, when I keep getting to know that I don't need people to know my other side of the story, at the end of the day, even if I share my other side of the story, people will believe what they want to believe. People will judge from their own perspective. So what is the need of me saying my other side of the story? And that was the reason why I just started giving silent treatment. Anybody should believe what they want to believe. It has helped me. It has helped me save relationship. It has helped me know how to communicate, how to be with people, and just observe. Just observed. And I can tell you right now, because of that, I have relationship that's lasted more than 10 years. More than 15 years in my life. And I still talk to them, we still talk, we still laugh and joke, because I decide to just, take the other route. Not to always want to explain myself. Do you understand? Listen. Once you are faced with something that will sprout up that anger in you, or want to sprout up that, temper in you. If you know yourself that you're a short-tempered person, or you're angry, someone that gets angry quickly, I'm going to tell you this right now. Once that situation comes, or when you're faced with that situation, ask yourself, why do I get triggered easily? Why is this thing triggering me? Because the moment you can answer that why, then I think it's going to be very easy for you to just walk away from that situation or to face it. Yes, I told you when I was growing up, when my parents always tell me that I'm a short-tempered person, I get angry easily and the rest, which they didn't know is because I stammer. That was why I always do that. I asked myself, why do I always want to answer, or why do I always want to face this situation? And when I answered that, okay, it's because I was stammering, because they didn't even believe that. I asked myself, okay, because I was stammering, that's why I like to raise my voice whenever I'm trying to defend myself, and this see it as me being an angry person. I said, okay, because of that, let me just stop. And I stopped. And I stopped. So when you ask yourself why, it will help you to be able to walk away from that situation. Believe me on this. If you can be able to sit and ask yourself questions and know why you're being triggered and know what is the circumstances behind that. Some people, maybe they grew up in a household or an environment that, triggered that temper, everything. Because I remember when I was dating my ex, right? He's a short-tempered person, a very short-tempered person. And I came and found out it's the environment he grew up in. The environment he grew up in, they always fight, they always quarrel, they always do this. So it's something you cannot take out from him. You can take the person from the hood, but you can't take the hood from that person, right? So sometimes it's even their environment. But at the same time, you cannot come and be, playing the victim. You can do something about it. All right? Don't allow your environment to dictate the way you live your life or where you came from. Because there are people that come from worse environment or worse circumstances, and they worked on themselves and they became better people. So stop allowing your environment that you've grown up with or with years, and where you've come, maybe you came from an abusive parenthood, or you know what I'm saying. Don't allow that to define you, because I can tell you, you can build a very big life for yourself, you can build an empire for yourself, but if you cannot control yourself and control your temper, it can come crumbling down in just a minute, because you cannot control yourself. So please, I hope this video is talking to someone out there. If you're someone that don't know how to control your temper, please, you need to start. You need to start. And believe me when I say, sometimes you cannot do it on your own. That is why you need to invite God. Because I always talk about God, and I'm not going to be tired of talking about God. The Spirit of God can help you control yourself, because the Spirit of God comes with self-control. There are some things you want to say, it will stop you from saying that. Alright? So invite God to help you. Tell God to take away anger. that spirit of anger, that spirit of violence from you, and replace it with peace, love, joy, forgiveness. Believe me, this is one of the tricks that I have used for myself, and so many things don't bother me. People don't bother me. You can come in my front and insult me to my face, say a lot of things to my face, and I'll overlook you. 100%. Yes. I didn't just do it on my own. I asked God to help me. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not. Sometimes I get triggered, okay? I'm not saying I'm perfect. Sometimes I get triggered. Sometimes I want to react. But if I remember, and if, every day I woke up, I asked God to help me try the day. So sometimes the Spirit of God just tell me, you know what? Just hold it. Keep it down. Helps me to be on the check and to control myself. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Alright, I hope this video makes a little bit of sense, and I hope that today you start to control that temper. I really do hope. And if you like this content, if you like this video, please do not forget to leave this video a thumbs up, and also tell me what you think in the comment section below. And if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, I would love to meet you. Yeah, I would love to meet you. Alright, thank you so much. I remain your girl MJ, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, love you.